Welcome everybody to this special Let's Play. It's not a special Let's Play of a month. It is just special again because we're delving into The Legend of Zelda. In fact, the original Legend of Zelda. The first ever open sandbox game. Grand Theft Auto can claim that all they want, but it doesn't matter worth crap because Zelda
Long
did it
ago,
first.
Ganon, Prince of Darkness, stole the Triforce of Power. Princess Zelda of Hyrule broke the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 pieces and hid them from Ganon. Before she was kidnapped by Ganon's minions, Link, you must find the Princess Zelda and save her.
Link saved the day. That's all you really need to know. So let's go ahead and get things started. Now, this is going to be a unique Let's Play because this is the first time Andrea is at the helm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Alex, we're letting a girl play. I can't take this kind of pressure! Guys, she plays games all the time. I don't have a problem with her playing games. I love the people that set out and going, dude, you should tell her to go back to the kitchen and make you a sandwich. No.
What?
No, I'm not gonna. Because you want to know what would happen right after? Me getting kicked in the nuts. That's what would happen. And she'd be totally justified in that. And yes, of course, we're naming it Link because we are playing Link. I know, and we get crap on this one too. How apparently we're supposed to name them different things like they do with Smeef and Spjarmf.
Spjarmf.
And I can't remember
Slurp.
the other ones.
Slurp.
Slurmf. We're not doing that. We're gonna name it Link. Sorry, I know that.
Register your name.
Huh?
Why are you registering a second one?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure
Go
out the
to
controllers. How do you get it to end?
Scroll with the. It's called using the joysticks.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Now just you're on the file.
Yeah, so how do I
Start?
do it?
Just press start.
Okay.
Yeah. And there you go. We are now in The Legend of Zelda.
It's really quiet. Turn it up.
It is really quiet. And yes, I will turn it up. Thanks,
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Well, thanks, old man. That was really very nice. I always have to.
Oh, you're gonna have to like pump this up to max.
I don't want to pump it up to max.
It's so quiet, dude.
There you go. We're blowing out our ears so you don't have to.
I'm blowing out your ears. I can barely hear it.
What? You don't like going it?
Trust me, by the time we get like 3/4 through this Let's Play, he's already going to be killing us because he's sick and tired of hearing this tune.
Duh.
So
Look,
yeah, this is the first ever.
I've watched LPs of this game. I know it's basically the same 3
Yes.
tunes looped. It's not.
Jiminy Christmas, man. Blow out your deaf ears then.
Oh, and I complain about you having it so high when I'm like, I can still hear.
Well,
Ah, jeez.
Well, that's a different thing because I'm naturally deaf. I'm an old fart after all, remember? As people like to
Oh,
remind
I'm
me.
already dead.
And already,
Already
Andrea
a
has
death.
failed. Already, Andrea has shown her lack of video game playing skill. No, I'm kidding. She has
No,
not.
I
done
haven't
anything
played
like that.
this in a long time.
Yes, this is the first Zelda game you ever picked up because you
Yeah.
have to play them in order.
Ooh, you went hardcore and you went back in time.
I went back in
We're
time.
back in time.
Well, I mean, this game is copyrighted 86, so you have to assume 85, the year of Back to the Future.
Well, you know,
Da, 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 da. Oh, and so the other thing also, and I have to get off the mic because I unfortunately forgot to grab these while I was there. So people might be asking, like, how are we going to be guided? We have a strategy guide, but we also have an additional feature that we didn't have when we did Ocarina of Time or A Link to the Past. And that is, and I probably put a picture up, we have Hyrule Historia.
Hyrule Historia.
Because now we can go into the timeline and we can actually explain like events and all that fun stuff. There's also some really cool artwork.
Ooh, it's dungeon
that
time.
I'm not gonna rip from this book. There's probably some Google images of it, so. And we are already in our first dungeon.
did you take Hyrule Historia?
I did take Hyrule Historia and deal with it.
He took a course in Hyrule Historia.
Well,
I did.
how come I have a wooden sword? I want my good sword.
You're gonna have
Your
to.
white sword? Well, you gotta go get it.
Yeah, you
I
have
know
to.
that.
You have to get the rupees for it, or something.
It's in this way.
I've watched LPs of this game. It's not like I'm completely blind to classic Zelda.
No. But you've never played it.
That's true. Mostly because I think I would just get lost and frustrated and say enough and
Which I already know enough friends that would actually tell you you now have no gamer cred because you've never played Legend of Zelda.
Right now.
Including one that actually, like, I get into arguments here and there, where he likes to make the argument that Grand Theft Auto was the first ever good open-world sandbox game, and he thinks I'm horribly stretching by defining The Legend of Zelda as an open-world sandbox game. What the crap, people? It's an open-world sandbox game. You can literally decide to go to whatever dungeon you want. You can literally decide to go do the side quests or not. That's open world.
Yeah.
Can't remember if there's a way you could tell what walls
give
are
me a second.
fake.
I'm actually bringing up the map right now.
I think you just have to lay bombs and see what sticks.
Yeah, we don't need the map in this stupid dungeon. We got the map.
Well, we want to see the map.
I want. No, we want the map in the
Let's
game.
see, where are you at? You're asking if a room can be bombed?
Yeah.
How to tell?
Actually, the upper wall can be.
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm. At least I think.
B. Lay a bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Cool, I found a bomb.
So basically, if people are used to our Banjo-Tooie Let's Play, where Andrea is basically the backseat driver to Alex, that's gonna be how this basically goes. I hope that doesn't upset you guys, but yeah, this is gonna be me being the backseat driver in Legend of Zelda. That's obviously going to be a horrible thing for some people. It's like, oh no, the guy who doesn't want to do any kind of side questing is going to be running the map. He's gonna literally rig this. No. Andrea's in charge. If she wants to do the side questing, she can do the side questing.
You're the co-pilot, and she's the pilot.
I'm the co-pilot, yes.
Punch it, Chewie!
Pump it, Chewie.
Actually, I love that when Clement did his Star Fox. Oh. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret!
Okay. Thank you.
So, yeah, this is one of... Why did you attack the old man?
Because it's fun.
I remember you
Because
could...
why not? That's why.
Actually, yeah, I was saying,
yeah, if you attack the old man, in some cases, the fire will just attack you.
yeah, Adam, I think people know that.
Because how dare you be a dick? You forget, this is an open world sandbox game where you can be a dick if you want. Can I make the joke, Andrea? Can I make it? Welcome to the world of The Legend of Zelda, where everybody's a dick to each other.
I love it when you can
Except Link, because he's the noble hero of time.
I love it that, you know, in later games, everything, gets highlighted where you visited already.
Yep. Let's see, so... Oh no, is that what I think it is? Is that what it is?
Oh, jeez, Adam. Can we seriously go 1 LP without doing that?
No. Not at this point when people actually demand that I do it now. It's
What?
like, oh, that's great, man. You gotta keep doing that.
What, do people actually still like that?
There are people who hate the compass noise that I make, and then there are people who love it. So, once we find a balance between people, we'll figure out something to do. Maybe at one point I'll just say, oh my. That's the compass, isn't it?
Oh my.
Ooh, my.
Oh, that actually is loud. Now the audio decided to get loud again.
Yep. People are going to be like, why are you guys screaming into the mic? Because we have volume high, too horribly high. Oh, no. And get used to death here, people, because it's going to happen a lot. Especially once we get to bosses like Gleeok.
Welcome to Deathfest 2016.
Deathfest 2016, and it's not Adam in the helm.
Hey, I haven't played this kind of a version of a game in a long time. Because right now I'm in the middle of doing Minish Cap now.
Yeah, you're finishing up Minish
Minish
Cap, and the next one on the list will be Twilight Princess. And people have already asked if I got Twilight Princess HD. I had not up until last week. Yeah, last week, where I got Twilight Princess HD for Andrea.
Forget, what do they call the skeletons?
Staphos?
Staphos. Okay.
Yes, we're going to get into this occasionally because, well, some of these names are absolutely hilarious in some cases. I love you, Shigeru Miyamoto. I don't know what you were thinking for a lot of these.
I want...
For example, the little blobs. Did we have names for them?
What's that? A blob?
No, it's this. Oh! Zols and Gels.
Oh, Wallmaster!
Whoa, masters!
Take me out to the... Oh, back to the beginning of the dungeon. I love the fact that it looks like a baseball mitt. That was just hilarious to me.
Oh, there's two of them.
Ah!
And it killed
Hey, how did it kill me? I thought it would just take you back.
me.
I
No,
guess.
it technically counts as a hit, too.
I
Oh,
guess.
seriously?
Yeah.
How rude.
There was actually... So, funny story. This is going to be one of those things where... I know people don't like me going back down memory
Seriously.
lane, but it's kind of hard not to do. I remember seeing my first Wallmaster as a kid, and actually making the argument to my older brother, why is a baseball glove evil? I thought baseball was good for you, because, you know, I was a kid and getting constantly pestered to go out and play. And so, like, why is a baseball glove evil? Because it takes you to the beginning of the dungeon. Why does it do that?
Because
I
it
don't know,
does.
because it does. Why? Yes, I was Mindy. Like, in Mindy and Buttons, I was Mindy for my older brother. I am so... For the record, I am so sorry, my brother. I'm not going to name you on camera, but I'm so sorry I was that pain in the butt for you that you had to deal with every day that you were playing Legend of Zelda. Yeah, people might not know this. I didn't actually play The Legend of Zelda for myself until I was, like, 20.
You haven't played...
No, I never... Like, my first time playing it, I was 20. And the main reason I hadn't played it like that was because me and my sister would watch my older brother play it.
Yeah.
Eastmost Peninsula!
Oh, okay, so I see that...
I think what we're going to do is, like, for all the new enemies that we come across, we're going to play a guessing game with Alex. Just you guess what the thing is actually called, and then I'll tell you the actual name. And then we'll have you complain, because that's not what it is. And I love the fact that all of the levels are all... So we don't have temples in this point. Like, a lot of story development wasn't done until Zelda 2. And so the levels for these were literally named after their map design. So what does that look like to you?
Looks kind of like a bird.
Yes, level 1 is called Eagle.
Uh-huh.
This is going to make things really, really awkward when we come across the third level, which I'm going to show the map right now to Alex.
Oh,
This is going to be really awkward.
It's the swastika level, right?
Well, it's the holy version of the swastika.
Yeah, it's the
manji.
It's the manji. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say
but-
that when we got to it, in fact.
But, you know, as kids, we had that awkward moment where, like, we thought Nazism was bad. I mean, we all watched Indiana Jones, and he fought the Nazis, right?
I want a new weapon! And what do I get?
What's that? Bat? Keys.
No, that would be keys.
Oh, what do they call
Well,
the keys
there
then?
you go.
Bats?
You have a new weapon, Andrea. Stop complaining. You have your bow. I don't even know if you can get the white sword right away, Andrea, so...
So how do you switch your items?
I think you have to press... Well, let's see. So... Huh. Select? I can't remember now.
This is why I like playing on the old version. Or unless...
Oh, oops. I didn't press that. I don't know.
Yep.
Give me the controller really quick. Let me see if I can figure it out. Okay. Welcome to menu finding. I don't know. Oh, you know why you might not be able to access it? You don't have arrows. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I would...
Yeah, you don't have any arrows.
Well, I guess we'll figure that out. But it's...
We need the boomerang. That's what we need. That would be a good thing to test it on. And I don't think we get the boomerang in this dungeon. Ooh, look at that! So is it time for us to take on the boss?
Yeah, I think so.
That's actually one of those things I really enjoyed about the bosses in Legend of Zelda, is you could hear them from like 3 or 4 rooms away.
Yeah. Are those Paul's voice?
That would be a Moblin.
Oh, Moblin.
So if you remember the dog pig-like things from Ocarina of Time, this is their first incarnation. Oh no, it's the Wall Master! Step away from the walls!
Gosh, I hate those things.
And this guy,
It's
I
a
don't
dragon.
think he has a name, but let me double check. I want to call him Unicorn. No, he does. It's Aquamentus.
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 It's like, get away from that corner.
You have to hit his head, I think.
So you gotta be on the tile with his head.
Yes, because this big towering dragon, of course, his head is going to be in range of your sword.
Especially when we're a little boy. We're still little boy Link.
Yeah, no. They're subject to debate on that.
Oh.
He's an adventurer, and that's all we really know. And here is one of the 8 pieces of the Triforce of Wisdom. So, yeah, we saw the plot very vaguely early on, but the premise of this is that Zelda, fearing a rise of Ganon's power, she split her own Triforce piece into 8 separate pieces. And so now we are collecting the 8 pieces of the Triforce of Wisdom.
So we're gonna go
to then take on Ganon. And of course, the first thing that diehard Zelda fans ask is, where was the Triforce of Courage?
We don't know.
like, leave me alone.
My answer is, I'm sorry, what? I don't think they literally gave that thought until the Zelda TV series, when they actually say, no, Zelda actually has the Triforce of Courage. Oh no, she had Wisdom. And Courage wasn't there either. Holy crap, what happened to the Triforce of Courage in that time? I think they just assumed that Link had it. Which is what the plot has done. You know, the bearer of the Triforce of Courage is always Link. And so we now have a new enemy. What do you think it's called, Alex?
It's a Tektite.
Spoil sport.
What does he win?
Is it a Tektite in this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Tektites.
What's
It's
that?
I'm sorry, it's a Tektite. I always love how James says that in the video. No, it's a Tektite.
What's that? A spider? A Tektite?
A Tektite.
Now what the holy fuck is a Tektite?
Yeah, the best part is like he's making sure to pronounce his T's, but then he goes, well, what the fuck is a Tektite? It's so weird to hear him do that, but oh well. And of course, we have another enemy on the screen, and I'm guessing you already know what it is. So go ahead and name it, Alex.
Actually, I don't know what these ones are.
They are Octoroks.
Octoroks, right.
So you remember when we were in Jabu Jabu's belly?
Right.
And that one big beast caught Princess Ruto?
Right.
That was an Octorok.
Oh, okay.
So. Now here's the part that's actually going to confuse you even more, Alex. The naming of the beasts in Zelda is just as inconsistent as the names. Sometimes they're named this, sometimes they're not. Like when you get to Zelda 2, or when we get to Zelda 2, a lot of those that you would think would be an Octorok aren't.
I hate
Game over.
It's okay. It's okay.
So do we just have the one life? We don't have like multiple lives?
You just have the one. Yeah,
Okay.
but
I'm thinking
you're
more
constantly
along.
saving.
Yeah,
so.
I'm thinking more along the lines of Zelda 2.
Yeah. Zelda 2, you had 3 lives, and then you were sent back to the beginning. But you still had your items.
Yeah.
So you could start off at the dungeon you were working
What
on. What are you trying to do, hun? Are you looking for
Fairy.
Are you looking for dungeon number 2 or?
No, I'm just trying to see if I can get some more items.
Let's see.
Are you farming for
White
rupees?
sword. Can you get it just yet? No, you have to wait until dungeon 3 before you can get the white sword. I'm trying to think of things that you can probably get at this point. Let's see.
You missed a
Where
heart.
are we at here? See, I'm having to look at this from a grid. So I think if you go left, there is a shop. Left.
Oh, left? Wait, you want me to go that way?
Yeah, go that way. Let's go check out some of the shops and see what we can get. We've got to get 50 rubies. We got money to burn. Hi, Tech Tights. Keep going left.
Well,
oh, we can't get this just yet because we need a raft. We might need to do level 2 before we can.
What's in there? Is that where we get the sword?
I think that's the beginning, so...
Oh, yeah.
That's the beginning.
So
let's make our way to level 2, so keep going right.
Boop, boop,
Keep
boop, boop,
going
boop.
right. Okay, go up, after this screen.
hold on. I think I might...
We may be a little quiet in this Let's Play, people. It's just because I'm playing backseat driver. So, this one go up.
Here, let's go this way.
I thought you wanted me to guide you to level 2.
I think she wants to find stuff.
Get away!
And yet...
Whoa.
You're gonna be going right for a while. The next cave. Oh, and by the way, so we have another enemy that's been shooting at us from the sea. What is that called, Alex?
It's,
Oh, there's one.
some kind of Digimon.
Believer, some kind of Digimon. There you go.
Buy
something.
something,
Yeah,
will ya?
you have to buy arrows, and then you can fire them. I actually like
Well, I'm gonna get some more bombs.
get some bombs. I would actually say save your rubies until you can get the big shield.
Either that or I need probably to get a blue candle eventually at some point.
Yes. Well, you need to get a lot of things. Eventually, we'll need to afford potions and things like that. So, back to what I was saying before. What is that thing called? Believe it or not, we've met them before, and they were kinder than they are in this game. They are Zoras.
Oh.
So yeah, the Zoras in Ocarina of Time, and even in A Link to the Past, because A Link to the Past they sold you the flippers, but they were still kind of enemies there. Zoras became peaceful as of, I want to say, Ocarina of Time, because then I think Nintendo literally looked at it and went, well, we have this other race that we could work with that's water-based. Let's just do that. But originally, Zoras were enemies. A lot of people don't know that. Princess Ruto was originally our enemy.
She was an enemy?
I really wish she was still an enemy so that we didn't have to get married to her.
Wait, you don't like her?
No, not in the slightest.
Why not?
Because she's annoying.
She's a tsundere.
She's a what?
She's a tsundere.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you said Tsunade. I'm like, you've never watched Naruto. You can't make that comparison.
I've watched some Naruto.
Okay, so you know who Tsunade is?
No.
Okay, then there you go. Go up. After you kill the moblin, obviously.
Ba-da-ba.
I think you keep going up.
Rrr.
Grr, moblins! Moblins! And then go left. From here? Yes.
Keep going.
And then go up the stairs.
Just go, Andrea.
Then she goes.
You know, the only thing I would hate about this is your sword is not that very reliable in this game.
And yet there goes a bomb. I would dare say that is accurate, because in order to do well in this game, you have to take no hits. Because you want to keep the laser sword. And yes, I'm calling it the laser sword for lack of a better term. You have to get the laser sword to be able to do well in this game, and in order to maintain that, you can't take a hit.
I thought it was the Master Sword.
No. The term Master Sword had never been coined until A Link to the Past. So at this point, we don't know if he wielded the Master Sword. And even Hyrule Historia doesn't say he did. So, instead you get a magic sword in this one.
Alright.
That is the equivalent of the Master Sword.